What up, though?
What up, though?
Thank you for stopping by to Clink.
Clink, a clank, a clunk,
Clink, clack, clink. Okay.
clink.
This is Clink the recap. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. It's your first time. Hi. Welcome to Clink the recap, where we recap. This is the last recap for season 3 of All the Queen's Men. And those who are returning, welcome back. What's up?
Y'all. All the Queen's Men.
All the Queen's Men. So,
all the Queen's Men.
all
Yes.
the Queens. Oh, you know what?
What girl?
I have got to turn on this.
Oh.
All right. I'm just going to take this clip out.
Sit back into it and then we'll just... Hello.
Okay, y'all. So,
Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing this evening?
So this is Clink the recap, and we thank you for stopping by. And we are going to talk about All the Queen's Men. And my sister girl want to clink here.
Yeah.
All right.
We're clinking it, honey, because I'm Cam, and that is...
Okay. So we are going to be talking about All the Queen's Men.
All the Queen's Men.
All the Queen and her men's, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the last one. Before we get into it, y'all, we want to do that now. Go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You know how we do. We want to hear from you. And go to our speak pipe so you can leave us a message.
Because we want to hear your lovely voice.
We want to hear you, and we want to play you on our show, okay? So everybody else can know your thoughts and what you thought about All the Queen's Men season 3. And you can do that at speakpipe.com/Cam and K. And you can find that in the description on our YouTube page. Okay, girl.
Girl, you better go. She better go ahead with her commercial break right there. All right, everybody. So we are on episode 16 of All the Queen's Men, and this episode is entitled Checkmate. And I thought that was a really cute play on words.
Yeah.
Okay, it starts off with Face and Doc and Midnight in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
They're witnessing trouble and Champ getting abducted into a van. And they are, and they make a joke about it. It's so funny. Face don't care about nobody but himself.
And then, because we saw from the but episode 15, they were just like, okay, bye. But like you said, it comes on where they just saw them get abducted, and they're like, who's gonna tell Madam?
Right.
Face and Doc like, we out.
So you handle that on your own because we don't want nothing to do with it. So Midnight's like, okay, but Doc makes a joke talking about what is this, an after school special? The category better be of us. The way they keep getting snatched up.
Right. Yeah. So Midnight goes back into the club and tells Madam. You know, Madam is like, what? She is basically, she kind of shocked and she's annoyed at the same time.
She's like, your car didn't blow up too good, did it? That's the first thing she asked. Right. And she's like, I don't have time for people to keep having all this attention on my club.
Yeah. So she tells Midnight to go find the van because she asked if he got a plate, and he did not. He said he saw it was like graffiti on the van, and told him to basically
find out what's going on. Midnight, you know how she does. But honey, I was tripping out on Midnight looking like Mr. T. Honey, he was blinged out, okay? He had a ring on every finger. He had chains on. All I was looking for was a mohawk. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
But I really did, because, you know, Madam be up on the fashion. I really did like her sleek outfit with the velvet and the red and black always looks good. See, look, Kat got on her red and black. See, example.
I have on my black. I got it from the TikTok shop. This is the TikTok the one piece jumpsuit.
Okay.
$12, y'all, and
Okay.
it's not see-through. It's cute. I like it.
And she got that red lip, which makes it pop.
Hey.
So I really did want to just give homage to wardrobe from Madam
Wardrobe
because
is always
y'all be on
it.
yes.
Wardrobe.
And that puffy sleeve with up against that black velvet. I was like, okay, now you better work that runway. Okay.
So, after Madam tells Midnight to go find it, he goes out and guess who's waiting for him?
Oh, he goes out and Doc is standing there like he about to check him. He trying to play it off, but he was kind of like, "Oh, so we snitching now?
Like, are you snitching?
That's what we
no,
doing."
what did he say? He said, what are you doing here? You're not worried about getting snatched." That was cute. When Midnight said that to Doc, and he was like, I ain't worried about nothing.
He's not worried about nothing.
And so Doc said he wanted to confront Midnight. He's like, why you tell on me basically about me, the detective?
Midnight's like, he was like, you already know the type of game that we're in with Madam, or lack of game, that we report back to her and tell her what's going on with the club. But you know that lady is a detective, so I don't know why you all up in her face. He's like, are you catching feelings or something?
Right. I was like, oh, Doc is.
I was like, well, you better.
He was like, he said, so you snitch? He's like, no, I didn't snitch. He's like, oh, so you just tattletale her. I'm like, Doc, stop.
What cracked me up? He was like, look, don't be tripping out on me because you were holding her hand, skipping to the car. He was like, you skipping to the car with her, holding her hand. And Doc is like, I wasn't holding her hand. He was like, yes, you were. And he gently checks him. He's like, I hope you're not catching feelings because you know what we do. We don't catch, we do what we do, but we don't catch feelings for these. We got no love for these hoes no more. And he's checking them in a loving, brotherly way. And like he told me, he said, I wasn't reporting back to Madam, but I'm telling him. I'm telling
right,
the truth.
Because he knows if the shoe was on the other foot, he will be over there telling Madam as well.
Right.
Because that's what, again, that's what they do.
Yeah, but Doc is in denial. I think Doc is catching feelings. Because, honey, every time she pop up, he get that little glimmer in his eye. I said, ooh, he looking at it.
So, Babyface goes to Tandy's house, or his home, as he calls it.
Now his homestead.
Right. And he sees Tandy talking to Detective Rod.
I mean, and they sitting there chilling. They like we sitting here. Right. They got their wine, they chilling, they kikiing.
When Madam clearly said, don't talk to that bitch. Those are our words.
We're just quoting Madam. We're speaking Madam. So if you hear cuss word, we're speaking Madam Eve.
Right.
Yeah, and they just sitting there kicking it. Face's face was tore up. He looking like, what is she doing
here?
Well, and I'm like, how you gonna ever have an attitude? And so, the DA is like, okay, Tandy quickly escorts the DA to the door and gives her pleasantries, and she tells her she'll see her later. And the DA insults her like, oh, so Madam is supplying you with D?
Right.
And she like, oh no. She checked her real smooth. She's like, oh no, I can get my own D. My D, what I get ain't got nothing to do with Madam. But she don't know.
Right. So the next scene we see Tommy is trying to get Madam to eat, and she just fussing, and she's telling him she's not hungry, and he's like, well, just take a bite. You take a bite. No, I'm not. She's like, I'm not hungry, nigga. And he's like, just drink some juice, man. She's like, okay, damn.
Go get it then. She is so over him. Tommy, you them cookies, and you just like jocking her. I know that you love her, and she your, whatever. But you irritate when it comes to that.
Yes.
So I like when he take a long time to get the juice. And she's like, where my juice at, damn it? Because she like this, like, you sitting up here.
Right, you want me to get I'm surprised you didn't do this. Like, you want me to drink the juice, but now you don't have the juice ready for me?
Right. What you doing? What you doing? So she gets a phone call and she talks to Midnight, and he reluctantly tells her that it's about the what's her name? The Black Street Boys. The Black Rock Boys.
Yeah, but he says that she didn't know who had them, but because Midnight said all he said was a gang has trouble in camp.
Because he saw the graffiti on the back of the van, which identified them as the Black Park Boys.
Girl, not this hoe.
This hoe. We're mad at you, Detective Davis, because Doc is our boy. He cool as hell, and you sitting up here messing with him.
Well, we can get into that.
Ooh,
but she comes over,
popped up.
and yeah, she did a pop up. Knowing what Madam said, but she don't give a ever.
And no, he told her don't pop up. Yeah. She did anyway.
I mean, later we know why, but
she wants that D.
But she was like, "You're really gonna do what she says," and she was like,
she controls you like that,
right? She said she doesn't take Madam threats personally. Doc says he does. And she asked, like, "Are you scared of her?" He's like, "No, I just respect her."
All I know is she's trying to seduce him. She wants to be all in his face. She digmatized for real. We already established that.
They really truly do like each other.
They do like each other, but at the end of the day,
they really can't be together.
It's money over females. He got to make his money, and his loyalty is to Madam. And he told her, he said, she doesn't control me, but I am loyal to her. She's been there for me, and she don't understand that. And I think that it gave her a little sour taste in her mouth. But
it did, because she's the type of person. She's like, she has like that alpha personality, so she's not gonna let like somebody tell her what she can do. She's that type of person. I'm going to say, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do.
And especially Madam is not tactful when she talks to people. If she would be a little bit more tactful, I understand that's her. She's not tactful, but she'd be dogging. You come to her with information, and she'd be like, and get out. You'd be like, well, dang. I am like giving you some information. So she mad too. I'd be mad too if I was giving me a good piece of some other woman who ain't giving him none.
It's been a minute since I had some D, and now that I got some good D,
and
now you want me to stop?
And they got chemistry. And he was kissing us. So she was like, you didn't used to kiss me at first. I was like, oh.
Right. He was like, and then it was a sweet, tender moment when he was like, Detective Dave. She was like, actually, it's what was her name? Katrina.
Yeah.
And then she was like, listen, I know you still want me, Kenny.
Yeah, they was cute. But now we have, oh my God. Yeah. Sexy Fuego walks out of the shower looking like a whole snack, a dinner.
Watch it now. That's my TV.
No. I was just warming up the conversation so that you could interject. Okay. Now we have the sexy and love of Fuego coming out of the shower with all those wonderful tattoos. It looks like he got a new tattoo on that arm. It's like really dark blue. I was like,
let me interject something, because I was talking to my co-workers. I was telling them about, but they don't know about all the Queen's Men. And I was telling them about Fuego, and I happened to go to his Instagram page. Ladies, if El Fuego is your type, go to his Instagram page. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Your
God. Okay. Did you break into a little sweat? Okay.
So
he gets a message from the concierge on his computer that he's been trying to get in touch with Madam to no avail. And he hasn't been able to reach her. So
he was like, I need you to give a message to Madam, because I can't reach her. So you go ahead and do that. He was like, what if I don't want to? He was like, oh, you're going to want to.
But what tripped me out is mid-message, his computer died. I'm like, all that money y'all getting, you can't get a good computer.
No, he did that. He fried it. He was like, well, guess I got to get another computer. Oh, concierge did that. He fried his computer.
I was like, oh, baby, the computer died.
So, but the message was, tell Madam she's finally going to get what's coming to her for once. That was the message. I'm like, Lord.
Okay, and with that being said, it goes to Trouble and Champ, trapped in the basement, in the closet.
And Champ acting like a punk. Well, first of all,
they talked back and forth trying to figure out how they're going to get out of this mess. And he was acting like real weak. Real weak.
Like, if you can't deal with the consequences, my dude, do not do the crime.
And then you're the one that suggested it. So you should have made sure that we had a way out.
Well, not really. Trouble suggested. No,
Excuse me. God bless me.
He suggested robbing a corner boy.
Yeah, but she was like, look, we need a bigger fish. We gonna keep on robbing.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
but
she
she didn't pick them specifically though. He got
Well, it was his connect.
Yeah. The girl that he messed with, she really feeling me. So and then Trouble kept saying, why would she be telling you all this?
Mm-hmm.
And he never said why. But of course,
What?
Champ is like about to crack. He's like, he about to crash. She's like, I know, nigga, you ain't over there crying.
Right.
And she's like really pissed at this point. Like, you acting all hard all this time, and now you got me up in here about to die.
Trouble's a real G. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did we hear the person off camera? Well, like, what did they say? Cause they said it twice. Like, no type of microphone. They was like, hey, quiet down in there. Or something. Did you hear it?
Little background noise production.
Little voice over off camera.
So then we have Amp showing up real thirsty at Diane's house with roses. So what you think about that girl?
I thought, that was a cute gesture. Of course he wants her back, but she don't want to have anything to do with him.
She's so over him.
What I have in my notes, this is what I have in my notes. I said, Amp shows up to Diane's house. She's saying she's done and don't want his stank ass flowers.
Stank ass. That's funny as hell.
That's the energy she was putting out. She was
like,
giving out that.
She don't want to be bothered at all, and he's not taking the hint. So he's trying to woo her, and amidst him saying that, he goes, "So what? You trying to hook up with Big D?"
Right? She was like, "It's not even about that, dude."
So guess what? He messed up totally right there, because if you had a glimmer of hope with a woman, and you bring up another ninja, we gonna be like,
"So you just doing this so you can win me and not him?" Like
get out of my face. But what tripped me out is he got big mad. And then when she got in her car, he was like, you gonna regret it. I was like, oh,
right. Like, what you mean by that? I was like, skirt. I was like, stop, right?
Oh,
what you mean by that?
He said that under his breath though. Maybe he's like,
right. No, I'll be like, wait, what you say? What you say? No.
And then he takes the rose and he throws them in the middle of the street and walks away. I'm like, anger issues.
Yes, anger issues.
I liked him at first.
At first.
And then he became a total ass. And now he's just, So he's doing a big job, guy. Good job. So we come to the club. No, it ain't.
No, I know. Okay, Big D finds. Big D finds, because
No, I thought the sister went to the club first. Carla went to the club to tell her. Yeah, she came to the club.
Okay, go ahead.
And Blue pulled a gun on her, and she said she had information from Adam about her dancers. And so she was trying to hustle her.
The Black Rock Boys have them.
Yeah,
but I thought that was, isn't that Madam's people though? The Black Rock Boys.
Yeah, but they're like her gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so Trouble stole from her.
Yeah. That's why later on, she said,
remember I said that she probably ended up stealing from.
You did.
But the way that she was acting, it's like, what? She stole from me. But it wasn't that reception.
Even though like in the streets, in the streets, even though it's like it's consequences, so it's a level of respect. So
I got that part, but I'm saying, like, if she runs I really thought she ran the Black Rock Boys, because if that was the case, then she should have been really like mad at Trouble and Champ. I'm like, y'all stealing from me?
She just more was looking at it like they stupid, because they made reference later on that they're like these stupid kids. Blue did, so they looking at it like they just dumb. In a way, it's kind of like she's kind of not excited a little bit, like, well, dang, they got balls that they did some stuff like that. But at the same time, she's like, how damn dumb can you be? And especially when it's my money, because now she said, what did she say? She said, Trouble is living up to her name.
She did.
Trouble.
But Carla, no, because Carla said, because she came to her twice, so this is the first time that Carla comes into Madam's office.
Right.
She said that she has information about her two dancers that the Black Rock Boys have, and
She asked her for a couple of thousand.
22,000. I'm like,
Girl,
okay.
I'm like, your sister a millionaire. I ain't gonna ask for no two.
She was like, I would have gave you flash. Like, you still can't. She's like, bitch, y'all.
I'm
Well,
like, why would you
Daddy
ask
give you
for
some
more?
money?
You don't lowball yourself. You go up and
Like,
in.
just 2,000.
Right. I was like,
What's
you're
that?
a crackhead. You got a little.
But I'm like, didn't her daddy leave her some money?
Evidently, well, you know, Carla ain't all that good with money because evidently she don't be taking care of her business. But then the banter back and forth was funny because it was realistic that, you know, she really getting on her nerves. So I really did feel like the irritation, and it was kind of a little comical as well.
So Madam was like, yeah, she agrees to that. There's another scene that we already discussed that with the Detective Davis and Doc. So we go back to Big D finding Trouble and Champ. Because you know he was following. Remember, he was ear hustling.
Mm-hmm.
So
he always ear
girl.
Shadow. I'm gonna start calling him the Shadow. He always behind under the thing, behind the. You be like,
right.
How you?
And then I'm like, okay, y'all. So when he's at the window, 'cause obviously they're like, is that like a basement?
Mm-hmm.
How the hell can they hear that clear? The window wasn't open.
Yeah. I guess it was a trap house, so
the window
the
was
walls
not
or something.
open. And he was like, hey, y'all. They look. I'm like, okay,
come on, get they on TV.
But the good thing is that he did find them.
He did.
And he told them he was going to get them out. And after he leaves, you know, that's when Champ started crying like a little baby. And
I was like, oh my God. So this is when
so we can go.
He brings them back to the club. That's his name. I have it in the notes. Big Dad, and he brings
no, it's Fuego tells Madam. Because after we did the Davis and we did all the Doc and Davis. So Fuego now tells Madam what the concierge says. He says that the war isn't over yet, and for the first time in her life, she's going to lose her computer. And and that's when Madam, she was like, okay, and she tell Fuego, you know, he did a good job.
He's like, are you scared? She's like, I'm never scared. She's like, I'm never scared, and he's just looking at her like she crazy. Like, okay, you're never scared. She's like, no, I'm not scared. He's like, I mean, I'm not gonna be scared of somebody on the other side of the computer. So she's not taking none of this seriously at all.
I think she knows that she knows to expect something,
but not what. But she doesn't know what.
Right. So I don't get the sense that she's not phased. She's phased.
She's phased, but she's trying, of course, always to be like she always is, to act unfazed. But she phased because it would. You know, it's a difference when somebody making a whole lot of noise, but when somebody get quiet, that's when you got to worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. So Madam agrees, and she says she thanks him for the information, and she tells him that she wants him to scramble Detective Davis and Casanova's messages back and forth. And he says, start where? She says from the beginning. She needs all of that stuff next up. And he looks at her like he's all reluctant, like, well, why or whatever. And she tells him it's no different than what you did at the hospital.
Exactly. So, and then he leaves out. So Madam tells Blue, who's in there, she says it's time to take out the concierge and his father-in-law. Yeah.
And Blue like, it's about time.
Yeah. So now this is when Big D comes to the club.
Okay. Yeah. So Big D brings Champ and Trouble back to the club.
They all bloody and stuff. Because Blue sees, he tells Blue that he got them back, right? And he was like, can you tell Madam? She was like, you go tell her. That was the first time that in 3 seasons where they just told, like, you go ahead, go tell her. Because she knew that was something that she would want to know.
And she tired of it. And then she was telling them, she's like, what y'all doing here? Go home. And he's like, we can't go home. They might know where we live. And then she like, Go ahead and go in the dressing room. I have time to take y'all to a safe house later. That was funny because they was looking real hurt in trouble. Oh, but Champ turns on trouble. It was her idea. It was her idea. She's like,
she's a big time snitch.
And she didn't rat him out though. She just gave him a look like,
but she really lived that street code.
Right. She's not a snitch.
She's not a snitch. Where Champ is just he don't know about the street.
He's Scary Spice.
He's not street.
Scary Spice. He's acting like it, but he's not. So then
D goes to Madam's office and he tells her that he brought back Trouble and Champ, and Madam was impressed.
Yes.
She was like, I want to know how's that possible?
He get on my nerve because my skill set from my past.
I know. My dad taught me how to shoot, how to survive,
how to fight,
how to hunt,
how
to wrestle all that for the drug game.
How to wrestle a crocodile, how to swing from the vine.
Right.
Okay, you Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I can't do. I'm the guy.
Right. So my daddy taught me everything.
He do look like the thing in the Jungle Book. He was that hair.
Tarzan.
Oh yeah. But she's like, I got a certain skill set. So Madam is intrigued, and he finally has proven himself useful. But she does ask him, how do you keep getting out of these situations? And he tells her, I don't want to hurt anybody. My goal is not to hurt anybody, to get things done, but not to hurt anybody. And he reassures her that he's loyal to her. He's like, I know how to get in quick and silent.
Right, because she asked him, she was like, how did you manage to go to the Black Rock Boys and not hurt or kill anybody? And he said he know how to move in silence.
Because I'm a ninja.
And so Madam was like, this is she always said it's like this. Okay. I'm like, I hate how she said okay. I'm sorry.
Like she got a mouthful of rock.
Okay. Yeah. And she said, I can use your skills later on. And by the way, as a thank you, you can dance with VIP again. He was like, yes. And his petty ass.
Girl. So anyway, Madam goes to the men's VIP locker room and she's doing roll call. She checks them out because she haven't checked them out in a while, and they kind of falling off a little bit. So she's trying to get them back on task. Because she looks at Fuego and says, "Oh, I see that you laid off the lasagna." I was like, "Fuego,
leave him alone, Madam."
So she lets them know that a new dancer is coming. Why she say new? But she does. A new dancer is coming to join you in the VIP, which she's talking about Big D. And of course, Face has something to say. He always, we got to split our
money 6 ways. Oh, right. I got a note for that. So so he was like, we got to split our money 6. I said, baby face is whining as he's saying that.
He was.
And he says, damn, how much more money we have to split? And she said, nigga, as much as it takes. She's like, don't be questioning me.
Right.
Like, shut up.
Keep on. You're going to be bumped down. So he says, what's up to Amp? What up, Amp? And Amp tells him to get the F out of his face, basically. And he's like, oh, but I'd rather be effing down.
Yeah, and then did he punch him or
he starts trying to feed. He did get a lick in.
He did. Did you hear somebody call him? He call him Steven Seagal looking at him. Did you hear it?
Yeah. I was like, So they grab Big D, they break them up, and Face goes to Madam and tells her that the district attorney was at Tandy's house. And Madam is not pleased. She is pissed.
She's like, I just told her ass to stay away from that bitch. And she's like, okay. So y'all, this part right here
pissed me off.
This part right here. So we see Detective Davis, and she's smelling the shirt. I'm like, damn, is she that dick? My dad, she's smelling his shirt.
She was smelling his shirt like,
But it ended up being the shirt that she swiped from Doc's apartment that it was Tina's. Remember Tina for season 1, y'all? And it had her blood on it. And she wants to get back in the good graces. They know that phrase. Back in the good graces
of the police department
by ending Madam and taking her out once and for all. Okay, so do you think she's doing at that because Madam cut her off from Doc, or do you think that was her plan all along?
I think because Madam cut her
Yeah.
off from Doc, she can't get her D and she's hurt. Because she
Yeah.
really do care about Doc and she really
Yeah,
does
yeah.
want to be. Because she like, we could just kick it. Ain't nobody got to know. And he made reference, they both made reference that she'll have somebody pop up or whatever. She's hurt because she
Yeah.
she really cares about him. But my thing with the whole Tina thing is isn't she the one that got hit by the bus?
No, that was baby mama. Tina was season 1, episode 1 when it came on. He getting it in with Tina. It was Madam's ex partner that she killed, wife. Remember?
All right, and then and she got killed.
She got killed because she came to how she got killed because she had like fled. They were trying to look for her, and
She
then
came to Doc.
Doc in a hotel room. Remember, and that's when he killed her. He killed her.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, if you really care about him, why would you try to? Because his ass the one that's gonna get locked up.
Exactly.
Stupid.
So
but all is fair in love and war.
So Blue tells Madam that Tommy will be taking Trouble and Champ to the safe house, and Carla's back. This is Carla. She comes back, y'all. She want to collect her money. I'm like, and I have in my notes, a house way. You didn't get them out,
right?
The hell?
And of course, Madam, like, I'm not giving you nothing. You didn't bring them back.
I
got
got
them back on my own. Carla talking about something. Well, I gave you the information and we didn't say exactly how it had to be done.
Right.
You just said you needed your dancers back. She like, girl,
No,
if you don't
that's
get
not
out
how
my
this
face.
works. That's not how this works.
Girl, then Carla tells
Mhm.
Madam that one of the dancers has to die.
Yeah,
because
according
there's
to the code of the streets.
the Black Rock Boys money. And Madam then does say, well, that's my money. And she's like, but you already know how this works.
Yeah. And she knows it too. Madam looking like, damn. And then I was like, oh. And when because when Carla leaves, Blue was like, you can't let them kill Trouble. So
we know who's gonna die. Because she was like, you can't let them.
it was like, I should.
She was like,
She
no,
was
she was like, you can't let them kill Trouble. So Madam asked why, because she's been nothing but a thorn in her side. She's like, she ain't been nothing but trouble.
Yeah. Ever since she said she's been nothing but a liability ever since she got there.
But guess what? Champ gotta go with his crying self.
He gotta go. We won't miss him.
Because
Trouble better stay on the show.
She have to.
So DJ doing too much is on stage.
Girl, I hate to say it. That was getting on my nerves.
That's how they try to, like you said, they try to give her more, but it's she's becoming irritating.
I think for me, her wardrobe, I don't see her as she could be sexy, but it's like, I think they should do more like body suits and all that. Cause sometimes she be having on them dresses and she look awkward in them. I'm like, you're up on the stage, dress her a little bit different. Like, I know you put Madam in the pantsuits, but I think they need to I think that would be part of the reason why we're a little irritated. And she always looked the same. Make her do something. Even though she always, her just the wild hair is cute, but I mean something else.
I don't know. To me, it's not the look.
It's her look. It's the way she sounds.
To me, it's not. For me, it's not the look. To me, it's she's doing the same shit. Like the matter of like, it's like it's at this point. It's
not
like
authentic.
Trying. Yes.
It's not like she's hyping up the crowd at all. It's just like she just irritating. She irritating as hell to me. Because when I hear her voice, too, like, I be like, ooh, ladies. Dream is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen.
And ladies and gentlemen.
Is in the house. And that's what be irritating. It's that whole long lingering. It's like y'all need to give her another type of call. But anyway, she was like, she needs think they need to come up with I just said in my notes, they need to come up with something better for Diane to do. I'm not impressed with her outfit and how she's introducing. I think it's kind of boring. I would rather her be in outfits that have some better choices. It was okay last week, but some weeks it looks like either a hit or miss fashion wise. Anyway, And she does her long introduction about the men of Eden, and then she makes reference to how she wouldn't mind having some big D. That was tacky. That was real.
I mean, but okay, so we know her job is to hype them up. We know this,
I know,
right?
but you could have just said you wouldn't mind
And
having.
she knows what amp. She knows what amp.
That's
thinks.
a shot to the heart. You're too late. Just
You give love a bad name.
Yeah, that was cruel. I was like, that was kind of
a Pettyville for that.
She was real petty.
So they come up with their fine selves, and they up there dancing, doing their thing. Yeah.
Yes,
Lord. Did Big D get in front of Amp? Is that why he punched him?
He did step in front of him.
Okay.
He did antagonize because I had to rewind. I was like, ooh. And then I was like, okay, I'm calm. I'm angry. They show us a nice look before they start acting like a fool. They was getting off. I was all like, they was getting it.
They were getting it.
But Big D did step in front of Amp.
I just, when he do his tongue flick, it just creeps me out.
You talking about Amp?
Yeah. Right?
It don't.
I was mad. I was like, a dog. You don't do that.
Like a dog or something. Like,
he don't do that in like real life. The other four, they do that because they were real dancers.
Yeah, because when Face flick his tongue, I'm like,
girl, all of them.
Yeah, dark.
But yeah, I'm like, and please tell me, is anybody else get like creeped out when what's his name, Scott, when he flick his tongue? I'm like, just stop. It's supposed to be sexy, but it's not. It's cringe for me.
Did your wife tell you can't flick it no more? But I don't know. Madam makes it her business to go see Tangy because she got an attitude. She is not playing with her. She goes to Tangy and Tangy's trying to explain her way out of it like she does. And she like, I'm not trying to hear nothing you saying because I told you.
Girl, and then we found out that Tangy done killed her husband.
Oh, girl.
I didn't see that coming. I thought he just died.
Me too. She broke out and told her, you're going to kill the DA. And she was like, well, clutching her pearls. I could never. She was like, you killed your husband. She was like, who? She was like, I saw it. I got the video of you smothered him. I was like, I was like, that's a good plot twist.
That was.
I didn't see that coming.
That was good.
And then she was like, because Madam's pissed. She like, you gonna have that young boy take a fall for his murder. That's why she got him out of jail. That's why she got. Remember, she went and got him out of jail. She was like, you gonna sodomize that boy and do all that
and make him take a fall? Girl, bye.
So she told her, honey, you killed your husband, so you shouldn't have no problem killing her. Because that young innocent man is taking the fall for you, and you killed your husband. And she tells her handle it, and Tangy like, you know that look she gets. But girl,
yeah, that was I was like, what?
So Madam goes to her car and she gets a phone call.
Yeah, she gets a phone call because she sees from her. She's like, hey, daddy. And see that concierge and got her daddy for real. And that wasn't a shocker to me because it's like, you know that's gonna go after your damn daddy. Because remember how you said you didn't buy the first time? Because I was like, I did because I'm like, of course he's gonna go after your father. Because the father-in-law wants a body.
And then you don't think he was smart enough not to know that your father's still alive. And then he gonna go to the Virgin Islands, which is kind of close to Mexico. All that stuff's over there together. Duh. So you don't think
that's why they shot at the urn. They knew he wasn't in it.
Right. And then your girl, the lady got her passport. So even if the daddy got a different passport name, they could track her. Girl, but anyway, they showed the daddy with duct tape over his mouth, looking pitiful, like.
So, and that was the end of that was the season finale. So, do you think if they renew it for 4, do you think that they're really going to kill him off? They have to. They have to at this point.
They have to, but I think they're going to try to make it linger some type of way because I believe that even if they kill her father, I don't think that her father's going to let that go. I think her father's going to want Madam. all that a life for a life, because if you kill my child,
Mhm.
I want you.
I don't know. I think my
We'll see.
prediction when it comes back is that I think, oh boy, that was his last episode.
But you deserve an Academy
He
Award
did
though for
good
that.
because
Go
that
ahead.
first season, we really thought his ass. When he started talking, we were like, what?
I love when that girl was doing stuff to him. He's talking bitch. He was like, you gonna be my bottom, bitch. Suck it. I was like, oh. I was like, all right, daddy. Them old men be cool.
Girl, but I think that at this point, I really think he has to die. Because they have to follow through on their promise.
Yeah.
And maybe this is where when Madam and her sister team up or something, you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense, because the only thing that's keeping them apart is their dad being alive. And I think that once Madam don't have nobody else, she's gonna have to turn her affections towards her sister, because you know when your parents is gone, your brothers and sisters are gone. You've been on my mind. Oh. She already stabbed that. Girl, when she did that, I was like, damn, she gangster. She's like, oh, I knew where to stab. I'm like, what if she would have sneezed, you know? But anyway.
So that was it, y'all. How did you like it? Did you enjoy season 3? I did. Towards the end when what's his face stopped writing it. But it was I love it again, and but hopefully they renew it for season 4.
We hope so. We want to see you, Christian. We really
do miss Christian because of them allegations and stuff. But we do want to see the concierge back.
Yes, we do.
On close like him.
Yes and no. But we just want to thank you all for joining us for Clink. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and go to Speak Pipe to leave us your comments, to leave us your any questions you may have, anything you might want us to talk about. You can go to allthingscamandk@gmail.com. But we really want to hear from you on Speak Pipe, and we'll play your voice here on the show. So go to speakpipe.com/camandk.
Until the next time, y'all. Oh, so we're gonna pick back up with Johnson for the recaps. It's on Hulu, y'all. I'm telling you, watch Johnson. I told my mother about it like a week ago. She's already finished.
Girl, mama, we might have to bring her on the show. Right. And also, we will have some other recaps going on, some movie reviews and things coming up soon. So we're excited. Yes. So until next time, bye.